Welcome to the Answers for Elders radio show. Meet the trusted experts who will give you straight answers and will help guide you on the path of later life care. Now, here's your host, founder, caregiver, and CEO, Suzanne Newman.
And welcome back, everyone, to Answers for Elders Radio Network. And we're here with CEO and founder of Wowzitude.com. That's WOWZITUDE.com. And if you're listening and have an opportunity to look it up on your phone or your desktop or something like that, this is a very, very fun, exciting, experience for you. And certainly for us, we're so thrilled to be able to talk about things like that. It's inspiring, and it's certainly to connect with international communities across the country, or not the world, I mean. So Susan Black, welcome back to this hour. I want to ask you a few questions about with all the destinations. How does community play a part of that with your listeners and the individuals that they meet virtually?
The community is the most important thing for Wowzitude. It is the sense of connection. We want to mitigate social isolation.
Mm-hmm.
We want to connect people, whether it's intergenerational, whether it's people in our travel club. You hear the questions from the people all the time. You get to participate. It's all about connection. And we're connecting with our guides from all of these destinations, 140 destinations around the world in all. So we're connecting to learn about what's education like, every question you may ever have. It is a connection. It's a warmth. You see the guide's face, and then he flips it around, so you see the beautiful areas we're walking in. So
Absolutely.
We are all about connection and community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I can also imagine with this type of experiences that you're doing, you can probably connect with people in ethnic communities here, in your local area, just due to your interest and the experiences that you get to have.
We do. And actually, I'm so glad you asked this, Suzanne. It's so important to us to honor different cultures here in the United States. So, for example, Black History Month, Women's History Month, all sorts of demographics, communities, and groups. Celebrate them. We honor them. We believe in heritage. So we do a lot of heritage tours of every ethnicity and religion that we can think of to tie it in and with celebration. So there's a greater understanding. And, when you're connecting people and you're connecting communities around the world, that gives us such a great understanding of where people are from and where they're coming from and the background. And it just unites us all together.
Now, you have people in the local area or in the destinations. How do you work with them?
So we actually, we have over 97 guides. They are our guides. They're contracted with us. They're all licensed guide, and every single month we have training for best practices, specifically with live stream tours, because there's a different way of doing it. We're able to zoom into areas that, quite frankly, regular groups can't go to. And can you imagine having 40 people behind you and having to listen to the guide?
You're right.
Front row seat at every single tour. And our guides are able to go into places that they're not able to with a big group. So
I can imagine
things that even groups can't see.
Yes, I can imagine. And also just to understand a little bit about, the whole energy about the place. It's like, because you're so front and center, you're really experiencing this amazingly well. And I can only imagine, learning about glass blowing in Italy or things like that. There's going to be some amazing opportunities for people.
Well, it's funny you should say that. We're going to the Venice Film Festival next week.
Nice.
Yes. So we get a front row seat to a lot of these things on St. Patrick's Day. We walk along the parade route about 3 days before the parade, so we don't get lost in the crowd. So we can see it. So we get the backstory and the backstage story 3 days before the parade. On TV. We really try to encourage so many things that are, we say the wow moment is the now moment. So it's all about what's happening now.
So Susan, you have a special promotion for Answers for Elders listeners. Fill us in.
So if anyone signs up for our subscriptions before October 1st, you will get a very special tour just for your listeners, which is a Christmas market tour in one of the great cities, Prague, Budapest, Berlin, Vienna. We're not sure yet, but it will be very special for your listeners.
All right. And so each and every one of you, Susan and I, we're going to come back for one more segment. We're going to talk a lot about heartwarming stories, things that have happened in destinations and the connections that have been made. And Susan, it's so great to have you on this show with us. And we're going to be right back, everyone, right after this. We at Answers for Elders thank you for listening. Did you know that you can discover hundreds of podcasts in our library on senior care? So visit our website and discover our decision guides that will help you also navigate decision making. Find us at answersforelders.com.